Hi there, students. Rote, root and rout. Okay, we've got various words and various homonyms as well. Firstly, I'm going to do rote, R-O-T-E. It sounds like the past tense of the verb to write. By rote, mechanical, habitual repetition. So as a kid, I learned my multiplication tables by rote, by just repeating and repeating, but not thinking about the meaning. Sometimes they use this phrase by rote critically, saying somebody who's just learning something mechanically but not actually putting their mind into it. So that's rote, okay, by rote. The rote of daily life, the daily things that you do, the repetition, yeah, like a bit like the daily grind. Notice as well, rote has other meanings. Rote can be the sound of the surf breaking on the shore, but this is quite an unusual meaning. And also a rote is a medieval stringed instrument, like a lute, a bit like a modern guitar. Okay, so by rote, by repetition, by mechanical repetition again and again and again. Okay, the next word is route, R-O-U-T-E, the route. Which route did you take? The path. Okay, a route, a set of steps going to a certain destination. Maybe a delivery driver has a route and he goes to each of these different shops in turn before returning home. You can also have this as a verb, to route, to send in a certain direction, to send via a certain path. Okay, for your computer you have a modem and then you have a router which sends the computer signals from internet to the different computers or mobile phones in your house, and that is a router. You have a phrase en route, during your journey. En route, we stopped and had a delicious lunch during a journey. This comes from rupta, from Latin, break. And I think this is talking about a broken road, okay? Now, don't confuse this word root with the root of a plant, R-O-O-T. Yeah, the bit of the plant that grows in the earth are the roots, and this is a different word. So, going back to this route, this path, this direction, there's a big problem with the American pronunciation of this, because the Americans also pronounce this word route. The British only use route, but the Americans use which route did you take? We're going to route this delivery via Paris, meaning route. But for me as a Brit, to rout means either the troops when they run away. An army is defeated and then it retreats in disorder, running away. They've been defeated and the soldiers that are left don't want to be killed. So there is a rout. Yeah, we routed the enemy. We made them run away. You can also use this rout to mean a disordered group of people, a disorderly group. Yeah, or as well to beat in a game or a match very strongly. My team routed the enemy 16-0 in the football match. Okay, so that's to rout, the soldiers running away. But also, in British English, I have a tool, a router. It makes a groove or a pattern in the surface of a piece of wood without going through to the bottom. Yeah? A router. It's a thing that spins round and makes a groove or a design in the surface of a piece of wood by cutting it. Okay? And there my tool would be a router. A router is quite a powerful tool. Okay, so to rout, you're using your router, which is different from the router for computers. The router is a carpenter's tool in British English, and the router is an IT tool. Notice as well, a pig puts its nose in the ground to find roots and vegetables, and it is routing, or it's routing around, pushing around to find things to eat. And the Americans also use this verb to rout out, meaning to force to leave. He routed out a few coins from his pocket, or the police threw smoke grenades to rout out the criminals who were holed up. So, there you go. Rote, by rote, mechanical. He wrote, past tense of to write. The route, the direction that you go. The root, the base of a plant. And then rout. Okay, the American pronunciation of root, both as a noun and a verb. And then we have the British meanings. Okay, to rout the troops. The enemy troops were routed, made to run away, or to make a groove or a design in a surface. Okay, so that's quite a lot of meanings, isn't it? Let's see. By rote. What about formality? I would say this is slightly formal, maybe a 6, but you could use it in an informal conversation in the pub and in a formal writing. He wrote, this is neutral again, you could use it anywhere. Which route, which direction did you take? Okay, this is British pronunciation and neutral formality. Yeah, so you can use it anywhere. And then the root of a plant, again, neutral formality, informal and formal. Okay, what about to rout? Well, firstly, remember the American pronunciation of a route or to root. And to rout the troops, maybe it's ever so slightly formal, maybe 5.5 in formality, but again you can use it informally in the pub or in a very formal document. Remember as well, to rout is a regular verb. And then the router, the tool to make the groove, I think it's a technical carpenter's tool, and maybe it's a little bit more formal because of its technicality. So don't confuse all these words. Maybe you'll have to learn the difference by rote, but it's probably better if you think about it and understand it. What else was I going to say? Yes, the origin of the word to rout, to make the whole, is linked to the word the root of a plant. So there we go, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Rote, rote, root, root, rout, rout. Bye for now.